Welcome back. Today I'll be trying to make, it's my first time, but I'm trying to eat a little bit more healthy. And also feed my kids more healthy. So I'm gonna try this supposedly cauliflower pizza crust, but I'm doing my own version. I'm taking some instructions from it. So I got cauliflower that I already has made it as a like rice, they call it. I got some cottage cheese. I don't know if to add maybe a tablespoon or two. I got some eggs. Maybe I'll add one or two. Not sure. But as I record this video, I'll be letting you know what I added. I got black pepper, Italian spices, some salt that I'm gonna add to this mixture. And I'll probably add some garlic also. I got chopped already some cilantro, just a little bit, as you can see, some red bell pepper, the garlic and onion. And I'm debating on either making the sauce with this, adding it to a can of tomato paste that I have, or if I add the garlic, the peppers to the mixture of the cauliflower. So I went and added 2 beaten eggs in here, and I decided to add 2 tablespoons of flaxseed because it might help absorb the moisture. Since cottage cheese has some moisture, it's not like I'm gonna put a lot, but I'm gonna be adding a big heaping spoon. I added a big heaping scoop of cottage cheese to the egg, and I added the spices in here, and I'll be blended all together with that flaxseed. I blended it all up, and I'm gonna start adding the cauliflower, some of it in here, and see how the texture starts to form. Not sure, like I said, it's my first time, and I am coming up with my own mixture. So I added little by little the rest of the cauliflower. This is what I came up with, and I think it looks pretty good. The flaxseed will be absorbing the moisture. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and place it on a baking sheet and bake it maybe about 15 minutes or so and see how it looks. Here's how it looks. I just spread it on that cooking sheet and made it pretty thin. It does have a good amount of moisture, but I'm hoping that it will dry up. I'll be making the sauce now, and I'm using a can of petite tomato. This is the big one. It has some garlic already and basil, but I always add my spices anyway. This time I'm gonna be adding a big chunk of broccoli in it, just to add some greens. I'm just gonna blend it all in there. Okay, put it all, and then I'll be placing them in this pot and let it cook for a little bit, all those flavors, so I can add it on top of the pizza. And then I'll be adding also some spices like pepper and Italian, a little bit of salt into this mixture. This is how it came out. I actually ended up lowering to 290 and put it in a rack a little bit higher up, and let it cook again for about 20 minutes. It's so thin, as you can see. Please make it thicker. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip this part. I'm gonna add some mozzarella cheese that I just shredded, and I'm gonna put this part on the bottom, but I'm gonna put a layer of cheese on the bottom, so that way when it cooks, it can create a little crust and it will hold it together. And we'll see how it comes out. In the meantime, I've been cooking the sauce already for a while. I did drain the water out of it when I blended, but it still have water from the tomatoes. But you can see it started to thicken. I went ahead and mixed some mozzarella with a little bit of almond flour to see if it won't stick. Here is the sheet. I was able to pull it out completely, but what you're gonna see on the other side is the bottom, which I did scrape. But since this one is in one piece, we're gonna do this way. And by the way, I did taste it, and it tasted good actually. Here we have the sauce. It's been cooking for a while. As you can see, it's almost dry already, and we're just gonna spread it in. We have covered our pizza bottom, and now we're gonna put a thin layer of cheese. I'm afraid of putting too much and then be soaky, so let's cover it. And here goes to the oven. And let's wait. It's coming out okay, but I had to put them on the bottom because the cheese needed to crisp up a little bit. So I'm just gonna leave it for a couple minutes. So here's my slice of pizza. It can be done better, but like I said, I'm trying. This is the first time. See, it didn't come out crispy, so that means I need to work on the dough, but I want to see how it tastes. There it is. I'm gonna try. See, it's not crispy. Some areas did, but let's see. Let's try it. It actually tastes really good. I believe maybe too much egg. You know, I put 2 eggs or the cottage cheese. But hey, I tried. My mistake. You go ahead, fix your own, and try it and work. It's always fun to create and try new things. And maybe next time I will come up with a better one. How about that? You have a great day.